on the platform, light as dust, neon halos in the slush, office crowd and tired lines, hoodie strings and late night eyes. I check the board, the blinking times, like it's telling me the truth. Last train home in quiet letters, feels like something I can do. The station voice says please stand clear, familiar sound, a borrowed cheer. I pull my coat a little tight, try to make it through the night. One more ride, one more mile, just get me home for a little while. Last train home, don't leave without me. I'm not asking for a miracle, just a door, just a light, somewhere warm on Christmas night. Last train home, keep rolling slowly, let me make it back in time. Paper tickets, plastic cards, everyone's got somewhere marked. Couples laughing, phone screens glow, kids in scarves move toe to toe. I'm not sad, not really, no, just quiet in the crowd, like a song I used to know. Playing low, not playing loud, the clock ticks hard against the cold. My breath on glass turns white then goes. I watch it fade and tell myself tonight I'll go, I won't just melt. One more ride, one more mile, just get me home for a little while. Last train home, don't leave without me. I'm not asking for a miracle, just a door, just a light, somewhere warm on Christmas night. Last train home, keep rolling slowly, let me make it back in time. If the year's been heavy, let it drop right here between the rails and stop. I don't need fireworks in the sky, just the kind of peace that doesn't lie. A small return, a simple scene, a table set, a quiet stream of voices through a half-closed door. That's all I'm hoping for. One more ride, one more mile, just get me home for a little while. Last train home, don't leave without me. I'm not asking for a miracle, just a door, just a light, somewhere warm on Christmas night. Last train home, keep rolling slowly, let me make it back in time. Let me make it back in time. The board lights up, my train appears, I take a step and disappear. I reach my pocket, nothing there, just cold air and lint doubt. Neon flickers, clock runs loud, the last train's almost counting down. Screens are shining, faces blur, everyone moves like they know. I pat my coat, then check again, like maybe time will move in slow. Station voice, final call tonight. My chest goes tight, my hands go numb. I whisper low, not like this, not on this night, not this one. Last train home, wait, hold on, I'm right here, but I'm almost gone. Phone won't wake, wallet's missing, everything is twisting. Last train home, don't close that door. I'm not asking for much more, just one chance, just one sign, let me make it back in time. I turn my bag upside down, tickets, receipts, broken pens. means a half-wrapped gift I bought too late, and old mistakes I can't amend. My screen is black, my car won't tap, the gate light blinks a ruthless red. I watch the second hand explode inside my head, inside my head. Breath on glass, I see my face, a stranger staring back at me. I hear the rails beneath the floor like they're about to leave without me. Last train home, wait, hold on, I'm right here but I'm almost gone. Phone won't wake, wallet's missing, everything is twisting. Last train home, don't close that door, I'm not asking for much more. Just one chance, just one line, let me make it back in time. Maybe I've been running late all year long in different ways, always thinking not today, always saving words to say now. A simple broken screen feels like proof I'm out of place, but I can't let this be the end. Not at the gate, not in the snow. Last train home, wait, hold on, I can't lose you when I'm this close. Hands are shaking, heart is racing, but I keep on moving. Last train home, don't close that door, I see the light across the floor. Just one step, just one time, let me make it back in time. Let me make it back in time. Please stand clear, the speakers say, and I run like I still belong. A tiny store beside the gate, fluorescent hum, a warmer air. I step inside to catch my breath, like I can hide from seconds there. The clerk looks up, then looks away, like they've seen nights like this before. I try to laugh, it doesn't land, my hands are shaking near the door. I'm digging through my mess again, receipts like snow across my palm, and in the glass my face looks pale, like I forgot how to stay calm. Hot cocoa in a paper cup, a little heat is enough, not to fix it, not to save me, just to bring my heartbeat steady. Hot cocoa, hands around the rim, I feel my breath come back again on Christmas night in neon glow. A stranger makes the cold feel slow. Train's still late, the clerk says soft, the snow's got everything backed up. They point outside, the board still blinks, and somehow that's a bit of a luck. I check my phone, still black and dead. I tap my pocket, then my bag. The clerk just slides a charger out like it's the most normal thing to have. No questions asked, no big advice, just quiet hands and simple grace. I didn't know I needed that until it showed up on my face. Hot cocoa in a paper cup, a little heat is enough, not to fix it, not to save me, just to bring my heartbeat steady. Hot cocoa, hands around the rim, I feel my breath come back again on Christmas night in neon glow. A stranger makes the cold feel slow. Maybe that's what winter is, not the snow, not the dark, but all the tiny borrowed fires we carry like a spark. I say thanks, it comes out small. They nod like yeah, no worries, go. And for a second I believe I might still make it home. Hot cocoa in a paper cup, a little heat is enough. Now I'm moving, now I'm ready, feet on tile, I'll mind a little steadier. Hot cocoa, last sip, then I go back to the lights, back to the snow, and Christmas night feels less alone as I head out week's cold air returns, but I'm warmer than I was. Back on the platform, snow still falls, soft as static in the dark. A kid is spinning in a scarf, chasing light like it's a spark. A couple shares, one set of ears, two headphones, one slow song. An older man with paper hands counts the minutes, counts them wrong. Station voice says delayed again, a little groan, a little laugh. No one wins against the weather, so we breathe and do the math. Same platform, same cold air, different stories standing there. And for the first time tonight I see I'm not the only one waiting. Same platform, same last train, tiny smiles in the drifting white. Christmas feels less like a scene when you're not watching it alone. The kid drops mittens in the snow. I bend down fast, pick one up. He looks at me like I'm a hero over something small and dumb. The couple asked, is this the line? I point and they say thanks and stay. The older man clears his throat and says, used to be trains ran on time. Hey, hot cocoa warmth is on my hands, like proof the nights can change. Not with speeches and not with miracles, just people acting plain. Same platform, same cold air, different stories standing there. And for the first time tonight I see I'm not the only one waiting. Same platform, same last train, tiny smiles in the drifting white. Christmas feels less like a scene when you're not watching it alone. The girl with the suitcase hums a carol, so quiet you can barely tell. Someone taps a rhythm on the bench like a heartbeat under spell. We don't say much, we don't have to. The snow says plenty on its own, and every breath on every scarf looks like a little sign of home. Same platform, same cold air, different hearts in winter glare. And for the first time tonight I feel the night is holding all of us. Same platform, same last train, not a crowd, more like a room. Christmas feels less like a scene when the waiting turns into a week. The board flickers, headlights bloom. We step closer, side by side. Door slides shut, the cabin warms, coats unzip, the night slows down. Windows fog with quiet breath, city lights fall far behind now. A kid falls asleep mid-sentence, head on someone's padded arm. The older man folds his ticket like a prayer that keeps him calm. Trackside snow is turning thick, the wheels sing low then lose their song. The overhead lights begin to blink like something's not okay for long. And we stop at midnight, right between the dark and light. No fights, no panic, no one to blame, just a train held in the snow's quiet grip. We stop at midnight, hear the world outside go white. And in the stalled out moment I can feel my heartbeat fit. A soft sorry from the speaker, delayed due to weather, please remain. Someone laughs like of course it is. Someone sighs and laughs the same. A phone flashlight turns on briefly like a tiny stage sunrise. A stranger shares a charger without even asking why. I look around this little car, a room of tired winter faces, and somehow it doesn't scare me that we're stuck in unknown places. And we stop at midnight, right between the dark and light. No fights, no panic, no one to blame. Just a train held in the snow's quiet grip. We stop at midnight, hear the world outside go white, and in the stalled out moment I can feel my heartbeat fit. Someone plays a carol softly from a cracked old radio sound, not loud enough to call it joy, just warm enough to stay around. The kid wakes up, asks are we home? His mother says not yet but soon, and the older man half smiling hums along out of tune. Yeah, we stop at midnight, but we're not alone tonight. The cold compress against the glass, still it can't get past the way we breathe. We stop at midnight, and the silence feels alright. 'Cause even when we're going nowhere, we're going there together, me and these breath on glass, a blurred moonlight. We waited out, we hold on tight. Someone clears their throat then laughs. Signal's bad but it still plays. A tiny radio on low fills the gaps between delays. Not the loud, bright shopping kind, more like old wool, soft and warm. And the train becomes a living room for strangers till the storm is gone. We don't look each other in the eye, not out of fear, just out of grace. Like everyone knows, midnight talks need space to land, need time, need place. Radio kill, quiet glow, turning winter into slow. No big chorus, no parade, just a song that doesn't need to say it. Radio kill, broken tune underneath the hanging moon, and I feel the room get warmer, not from the heat, but from the human. The older man says my wife can't sleep, so I call before I'm late. He shows a screen with missed calls and puts it down like it's too heavy to hate. A girl with a suitcase whispers, I'm eating Dad at platform 2. A couple shares one scarf again, like love is just a thing you do. A kid asks, is Santa stuck? His mother smiles, he's strong, he'll drive. And everyone pretends it's true, 'cause sometimes that's how hope survives. Radio kill, quiet glow, turning winter into slow. No big chorus, no parade, just a song that doesn't need to say it. Radio kill, broken tune underneath the hanging moon, and I feel the room get warmer, not from heat, but from the human. I'm not the type to speak first, but something in that gentle sound makes my chest unclench a little, like my feet can touch the ground. So I say, I'm heading home too, that's it. No speech, no claim, and the man just nods like good, like home is still a holy name. Radio carols, stay a while, hold this car in winter miles. If we're stuck, then let it mean we get to breathe the same soft scene. Radio carol, low and near, warming up a tired year. And I feel the night rewrite me, not with magic, just with hearing. The speaker hums, the snow falls thin. We wait and let the song begin. A tremble runs beneath the floor, a low relief, a moving sound. The lights stop blinking, steady now, like someone finally found the ground. Outside the glass, the snow drifts back in long white lines we cut right through, and every face in here exhales like, okay, we're going to. Station voice says service resumes, a simple line but it feels new. I watch the kids sit up and yawn like mornings do, or mornings do. We're moving again, something in me loosens then. Not a miracle, not a big bright sign, just a little you'll be fine. We're moving again, and I can feel my shoulders bend, like the weight I wore all year doesn't own me in here. The older man leans near the aisle, says it's funny night, huh? Half a grin and adds like he's talking to himself. Guess the year didn't really win. A girl with a suitcase laughs too, yeah, still made it, still alive. And the couple shares their candy out like small things know how to survive. Someone says this storm will pass, like it's obvious, like it's true. And for the first time in a while, like a small stubborn choice. We're moving again, past the dark into the thin blue light. And I think not loud, not proud, yeah, I'm alright. Rails sing low, the window clears, and the night feels like city fades to softer shapes. Streetlights dim like tired stars, making room for early day. The snow looks silver, not so cold, when morning's hiding in the gray. And the car feels less like waiting, more like we're on our way. A child rubs sleep out of his eyes. His mother stands, her back looks sore. I glance up, then I stand up too, like I remember what I'm for. First light on the glass, and I do something small at last. I give my seat, I hold the space. I see a tired smile on her face. First light in the air, like winners learning how to care. No grand change, no perfect scene, just a kinder version of me. A suitcase wobbles down the aisle, I catch it before it hits the floor. The girl says thanks and keeps it moving, like she said it 1,000 times before. The older man folds up his map, says we'll be there soon, I guess. And the couple by the window stops the song to let the kid rest. Outside, the rails turn copper gold, a thin sunrise, so slow reveal. And something in my chest decides to stop pretending what I feel. First light on the glass, and I do something small at last. I give my seat, I hold the space. I see a tired smile on her face. First light in the air, like winners learning how to care. No grand change, no perfect scene, just a kinder version of me. I used to think the world was loud and I was quiet by mistake, but maybe quiet has its place when it's the kind that stays awake. A little help, a gentle hand, you go first to take your time. And suddenly this train feels like a line that leads me back to life. First light on the glass, and I do something small at last. Not to prove I'm good or new, just to pass a little warmth through. First light in the air, and I can breathe without despair. No grand change, no perfect scene, just a kinder version of me. Yeah. The window clears, the sky turns pale, and we keep going down the rail. The speaker calls our station name, like it's been waiting just for us. Coats get pulled, bags get lifted, quiet chaos on the bus, on the train, on the aisle. People stretching back to life. The window shows a sleepy town, with Christmas lights still holding night. Doors will open, we'll step out, and this small room will disappear. But something warm is coming with me, something I didn't have in here. Platform goodbye, simple words, soft as snow, barely heard. A nod, a smile, a take care, like kindness doesn't need a prayer. Platform goodbye, morning air, cold and clean, but easier to wear. I came in feeling out of place, now I leave with a little grace. The kid waves at the window glass, like the world can wait his mother laughs, says thank you to no one and to all we had. The older man taps my shoulder once, says home's good, don't rush past that. The suitcase girl walks 2 steps, turns, then smiles like yeah, we made it. I don't know their names at all, and maybe that's the point today. Some nights you're held by strangers, then you learn to walk away. Platform goodbye, simple words, soft as snow, barely hurt, and not a smile to take care, like kindness doesn't need a prayer. Platform goodbye, morning air, cold and clean but easier to wear. I came in feeling out of place, now I leave with a little grace. I used to think connection had to last to matter much, but a moment can be steady like a hand that doesn't clutch. So I step into the morning with their laughter in my sleep. Not a story for the spotlight, just a warmth I get to keep. Platform goodbye, here we go. Footsteps slide on morning snow. No grand ending, no big scene, just people being kind to me. Platform goodbye, morning air, and my chest feels less unfair. I came in feeling out of place, now I leave with a little grace. Yeah. Doors close, the train rolls out of sight, and Christmas morning starts to light. My street is quiet, pale and new, snow smoothed out the yesterday. Porch light spills a honey glow on steps I know by heart and wait. I hear a dog bark down the block, a distant laugh, a closing gate, and every breath I take feels warm, like I'm arriving not too late. Key in my pocket, hand still cold. I stop a second by the door, like part of me forgot this scene and needs to learn it once more. Home on Christmas morning, not perfect, just real. A hallway light, a sleeping house, a quiet kind of heal. Home, I'm finally standing here after all that snow and time. No grand line, no grand reveal, just me in this soft light. Through the window, moving shadows, plates and cups in gentle clinks. Someone humming something half known, like a song you don't have to think. The tree lights blink behind the curtain, green and gold, a steady shine. And for a moment I'm just watching, like I did at the station line. But this time I'm not outside, not looking in from far away. This time I'm close enough to touch, to choose the warmth, to choose to stay. Yeah, home on Christmas morning, not perfect, just real. A hallway light, a sleeping house, a quiet kind of heal. Home, I'm finally standing here after all that snow and time. No grand line, no grand reveal, just me and this soft light. I used to chase a different kind of Christmas, bright and loud, but maybe all I needed was a place just carrying on. Home on Christmas morning, I breathe and I believe that even if the year was hard, it didn't take all of me.